The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week we'll be starting with Mike Falk in the town of Lima. Mike, what's going on in Lima?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for hosting us again. I am pleased to announce that the U.S. Department of Agriculture has given us a grant of $11,140,000 and $20 million worth of low interest loans for our proposed Water District 5. This is just about the largest grant in New York State that they have given for any kind of program like this. And so we are very grateful to the USDA. The Water District is not formed yet. And so in order for us to finish applying for funds, the formation would have to take place. And then we would be able to give the full costs out to everyone and do the final approach before actually going forward with the water. So if anyone is still out there wanting to sign the petition, certainly give us a call at the town hall. We'll match you up with one of the petition carriers. And it looks like we will be having a final signing here at the town hall on October 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hunting season has started. As you are viewing this today, archery season has opened. October 1st, and then all of the other pieces that go with it. If you need a hunting license, stop by the town hall and see the clerk, and we would be happy to hook you up if you are entitled to a hunting license. The first annual Livingston County tourism-sponsored Hoochie is coming on October 20th and 21st in Geneseo. This is a whiskey festival where they are saying cultivate the uncommon, music, whiskey, and culture. There will be a sort of a VIP event Friday night that's going to take place at the Wadsworth Homestead, where you can meet the distillers, sample what they are providing, and there will be food pairings done by the Normal from here in Lima. On Saturday, there is a musical lineup, which is headed by the Struts. They will be coming into Geneseo, along with a number of other bands. Tickets are available, and so you would go to visitlivco.com, and you would be able to sign up for getting tickets there. And lastly, we've had a lot of success in Livingston County with John Schallert's Destination Downtown program. The Economic Development Office now has 2 people who have been trained as trainers for that program and can go ahead and give that. If you are a Livingston County business and you are interested in how to draw people to your destination, much as we have done with some of the ones here in Lima, get a hold of the Livingston County tourism folks. It is info@growlivco.com, and they would be happy to set up a training session for you. And that's all I got, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Mike. John, it's over to you and the marvelous town of Mendon. What's moving there?
We're doing good. Just want to reiterate, by the time this goes to print, this will have already happened, but the weather looks great for the Hall of Fame parade and school weekend. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, so hope to see everybody there. Had an opportunity to escort one of the Hall of Fame members to various classes recently, and very positive homecoming was the word I'm looking for. Route 64, the striping, which was delayed. It was started, then it was stopped. Now it's going to restart on Tuesday, October 10th. That starts from over in Ontario County and goes right straight through Mendon. Let's see. Our recycle event is scheduled for October 14th. Lots of information on our website. I've been beating that drum for a while. I would just remind people that there is no longer a fee for televisions like there has been in the past. Monroe County Water Authority is around doing some vacuum extraction work to determine whether the pipes that go from the main water line to your home could be lead or any other type of pipe. So they won't be doing everyone's. It's just anyone that they do not have records on. They'll be coming by, and it's a fairly minor intrusion on your property, which is within the right of way. So they have every legal right to be there. Mendon Youth Center reopens on October 2nd. That's Monday through Thursday from 2 to 6 p.m. It's for students in grades 6, 7, and 8. And the Honeoye Falls-Lima Central School will be providing bus transportation. There's information on how to send in your bus pass or whatever it's called to the school on the town's website. School tax payments for residents of the town of Mendon who are in the Honeoye Falls-Lima School District or the Pittsford School District. If you're making the payments, multiple payments, you've already made your first payment here at the Mendon Town Hall, but all the rest of your payments have to be mailed to the county. We cannot accept those payments. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, John. Over to Rick in Honeoye Falls. Rick, what's going on there?
Hey, Chris, it's nice to see everybody today. Appreciate the opportunity. So I'll echo a little bit about what my good friend John Moffitt had to say. As you're seeing this video, we should have had, the weather seems to be that it was a great weekend for the HFL festivities for fall weekend. The fall weekend parade is always a big attraction in the community, and we wish all of our HFL students the best for a fun and safe weekend, and also want to congratulate again the incredible HFL Hall of Fame alumni inductees. The village team wants to remind our village residents that brush pickup has officially ended. We will make, even though it's ended, we do want to try to get things picked up as best we can. So this coming week, we will make one more pass through the village. But I want to stress, any brush that is brought out to the roadway within the village after next week, Thursday, which is October 5th, will not be picked up, and it will be the homeowner's responsibility to get it moved and disposed of, because we can't leave the brush on the side of the road. Pretty soon the snow is going to be falling. We got a lot of leaf pickup that's going to be coming. So, we told people multiple times that brush pickup was ending. We're giving you a couple more days, but after Thursday this coming week, it's over, and you got to take care of it. Then the following week, the week of October 9th, our village trucks will begin to be outfitted to be prepared for the annual leaf pickup. This normally begins in late October, but obviously is weather dependent and is determined when the leaves start to fall. But that takes our full crew. Every day we're working, picking up leaves. So please take care of your brush this weekend, and we're getting ready for leaves. This is one of those small village things, I guess, but we've had quite a few village residents inquire and offer concerns about chickens running loose in the village, generally coming from neighbors adjacent property. Village residents wanting to own and house chickens within the village, which this is something you can do, but it comes with quite a bit, of preparation. There are certain guidelines you have to follow. You have to have a piece of property that will allow you to have the chicken coop away from the property lines at least 100 feet, which is not always easy in a village destination. So if you do have chickens, if you're considering raising chickens, or if you have concerns about chickens coming onto your property from a neighboring property, I suggest you look up Village Code, which is on our website, www.villageofhoneoyefalls.org. And it can be found under section 190.56, section B7, which details the keeping and sheltering of on sheltering requirements. And then section 61-1, which details the fact that fowl and many other animals, including, believe it or not, cats and dogs, are not supposed to be left running freely throughout the village. It's a little bit of common sense, folks, but if you're going to have pets, if you're going to raise any type of fowl or ducks or something like that, you've got to be able to house them properly. So this seems to be becoming a bigger issue, not just in the village, but throughout the county and across the state. We're hearing more and more about it. And we're going to have to start really taking care of these issues. Lastly, from the village, a reminder or notice that the annual Pumpkin Festival will be at Harry Allen Park on October 14th. This is a great event run by our local Girl Scouts of Western New York. Be looking for their advertisements, but it's a great night. And then a couple of county things I just wanted to bring up. This past week was our committees week. The Ways and Means Committee, which I serve on, authorized the acquisition of easements in real property for the drainage improvement project on Parish Road in the town of Mendon. It also authorized the acquisition of permanent easements for the Calkins Road traffic signal at Calkins Road and 745 Calkins Road. I think that's for the placement of a traffic signal. Steve probably knows that a little bit better than I. Ways and Means also authorized the corrections and cancellations of certain Monroe County taxes in the town of Rush. This correction and cancellations are requested because of clerical errors as described by statute. Ways and Means also and Public Safety also approved the intermunicipal agreement with the town of Henrietta for the additional deputy coverage for targeted traffic enforcement and attention to quality of life issues in the town of Henrietta. The town of Henrietta is going to reimburse the county for this additional officer. This had come up some time ago. I know we talked about it in committees. I personally thought it was already approved. Apparently that was not the case, and my fellow legislators thought it had been approved as well. It is approved through our committees. It will be approved through full legislative at our next legislative meeting in October for final and full approval. So Steve, my apologies for any miscommunication on that. We certainly thought that was done. And then lastly, today, I just wanted to mention, I signed on to a memorializing resolution to the New York State Legislature and to Governor Kathy Hochul to repeal previously enacted bail reform laws that I and many members of our caucus and the legislative group overall we have seen significantly negatively impacted. These laws have significantly negatively impacted public safety throughout the county and across the state of New York. And there will be more on that. Again, it's just a memorializing resolution, but public safety has really become an issue. Crime has really become rampant, and a lot of it has to do with the bail reform laws, and we need to make some changes. So that's it for me this week. I appreciate it, Chris, and good to see everyone.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Last but not least, we have Steve from the town of Henrietta. What's happening in Henrietta, Steve?
Well, I will note that the town of Henrietta also has the occasional stray chickens. And on a related note, the Moose Lodge is having a chicken barbecue dinner. Okay, they are having a chicken barbecue dinner, but it's not really related. So basically, the town newsletters just reached mailboxes this past week, including the issue is some information regarding the ballot referendum for the spray park. There'll be more details on the referendum in the upcoming town board meetings. The new sport courts officially opened on Wednesday, September 27th. There's already been a lot of use. The new energy efficient lights are going up as we speak and should be operational the first or second week in October. We have been contacted by a number of companies interested in purchasing a windscreen for the pickleball courts with our company logo on it, of course, which we are fine with. Saves taxpayers money. There are 4 sections, each between 65 and 72 foot in length, so we'll probably look at going with 4 screens, although I'd want to dictate a constant background color so it doesn't look patchwork. We have relocated the infield for softball field 3 at Veterans Memorial Park. That will enable us to extend the outfields for both fields 3 and 4 to 300 feet deep. Town crews are now grading the outfields to smooth them out and provide better drainage. New high efficiency lights are also being installed on fields 1, 2, and 3. The good news is the lights are being paid for through an energy performance contract, which means they are on a lease to own basis with the payments for the lease covered by the energy savings. And those savings are guaranteed, so the town won't have to pay anything for the lease payments. As was mentioned by others, school tax collection is coming to a close with Monday, October 2nd deadline. If you're listening to this on YouTube, if you get your payments in by the close of business on Monday, there are no late fees charged. And for those running late, the town of Henrietta has a secure drop box located just to the right of the eastern entrance to Town Hall, which is off the parking lot to the right. As long as you get your payment along with the necessary payment stub in before the start of business day on Tuesday, which is 9 a.m., and all payments received in the box are considered to be part of the Monday business day. So basically at 8:59, they pull all the contents out of the box and they're considered to be Monday. So again, if you're running late, it's a good way to avoid the late fees. As was mentioned, our special attention detail program with Monroe County is up for approval by the county legislature, specifically the IMA for that. The plan is to start on Monday, October 23rd. We've already created the list of priorities for special attention and submitted those to the zone captain. So we're very excited to see this get underway, especially with the seemingly significant greater number of impatient drivers across the county, including in our town and residential neighborhoods. We are very much interested in, having an extra deputy who can stay at those intersections and doesn't have to respond to some of the other calls that the other deputies have to do on what I'll call on county business. So very, very interested to see that get started. And that's about it.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Anybody else have anything that they might have forgotten to add? Seeing none. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for watching this episode. Remember, we broadcast this every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page, subscribe to the channel, and you will be notified when this airs. That's all for this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.